What's up, grade 11? How you doing, guys? I hope you're doing great. Today, guys, we're going to discuss the Inspector Calls. And this is one of the most interesting plays. Actually, I did watch the whole video, guys. I watched 1 hour and 30 minutes. It's really interesting. You should watch it. So, guys, what we are going to talk about today is one of the slides that I saw in the internet, and I think it's one of the crucial ones that we need to go through together today. So, we are talking about, the slide of Mr. Briers, and Mr. Briers is talking about something, as I already mentioned, something really interesting, something really important, which is a speech is made by Inspector Gould, and the situation goes that way. Inspector Gould, in the beginning of his appearance in the play, he asked Mr. Burling about Eva Smith, who committed suicide by drinking disinfectant. So Mr. Burling told him that the case that you're talking about, it got nothing to do with me. Like, I sacked her months ago, and I don't know anything about her. I haven't seen her in a while. So this is when Inspector Gould is trying to let Mr. Burling understand that it's a chain of events that led Eva Smith to commit suicide. So he actually made that speech, which goes that way. Because what happened to her then may have determined what happened to her afterwards. And what happened to her afterwards may have driven her to suicide. So what we have here, guys, is what we can call the structural device of anadiplosis. What does it mean of anadiplosis? Anadiplosis here, guys, this is when you use the last word of the first clause to be the first word of the second clause, and we can see that in this one, which is afterwards. So the reason Inspector Gould, as I said, using that structural device to let Mr. Burling understand that it's a chain of events. So, and at the same time, he is making everyone responsible for the suicide of this young lady. Like we can say at the beginning of the story that Mr. Burling, he actually sacked her, and what she wanted, she was on a strike, and she wanted actually a few shillings above her normal salary. This is all what she wanted at a time. And after that, she started working in a shop where Sheila went there, and she wanted to try dress on. And she went there, and actually Eva Smith, she was actually putting the dress in the front of her as if she was wearing it. And it looked fabulous on her. This is when Sheila, she was so envious, and she went to the manager and she complained about her. That's why she was kicked out of the shop. After that, she went to one of the bars. She started working there. This is when she saw Gerald, the current and ex-fiance of Sheila. And actually there was an elder chap, and he was trying to wedge her into one of the corners. This is when he stepped up and he went to this chap, and he told him that he has a call on the front desk, and he saved her. He took her to one of the hotels. They started talking. She told him about everything, but not in details. After that, she became his mistress. And after that, he abandoned her, and she got back to the bar where she met Eric. And Eric, as we all know, that he actually he's alcoholic. So actually they got into a relationship. She didn't want to get into a relationship with him. He got her pregnant. After that, he wanted to marry her, but she refused because she thought he was a child. He stole some money from his father's office, and he got her the money. When she knew that he stole the money, she refused to take more money, which is so idealistic. Then after that, she went to his mom, and she asked for help because his mom is actually the leader of non-profit organization, but she didn't help her because she said she claimed that she was Miss Burling or Mrs. Burling, something like that. So at the end of the story, we do understand that this speech does describe everything happens afterwards, like this is something Mr. Ghoul actually says at the beginning of the play, but it does explain a lot in the play itself. So guys, I hope that you're gonna like the video, and thank you so much for watching. Have a pleasant day.